I've started recording, and we're good to go.
We're good to go.
Oh, yeah.
I think you should leave that in.
Probably.
Hello, everyone. Well, that's not going to work.
Sorry.
It's all right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kinda Creepy. I'm Jason Emmett.
And I'm Twisted Kid Matt. Ooh.
And today we have 3 shorter clips for you. We might be doing a few more of these, like, shorter clips. They were shorts we actually put up at one time, but we actually want to bring a lot of them back in so we can actually talk about them. I just said actually like 5 times in a row. Now I hate
He
myself.
actually did. Yeah.
I actually did. We have 2 clips. One short we had posted at one time. We have, we just might as well start calling Anthony an unofficial member of the show. He sends all sorts of stuff in. Send another clip, so we're going to play that and talk about it. And then we're going to start a little new thing where we want to play a clip that one of us sees where we can't decide if we just think, is this bullshit or not? Because it's almost too good to be true, but it still kind of intrigues me. So we're going to play one of those clips. So we're going to start off with a clip that I had posted a while back on our shorts, and Matt had told me he really wanted to talk about this clip. So we pulled it. I have no real information about any of these clips today. These are just really creepy clips that we've seen online.
Yeah.
So this first clip is a bridge, and something is on the bridge. That's all I really know about this clip. Something is crawling on this. I know Matt has opinions.
Yeah.
I just don't know what they are.
And when he says on the bridge, he means under the bridge.
Yeah, it'll be
like a Red Hot Chili Pepper song.
Under the bridge it crawls. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and play the chili pepper clip. We should have. That would have been hilarious. It's
Thankfully they circled it too. So
well, it almost looks like a second thing there.
Yeah.
Just not moving.
I think that's just like part of the bridge itself, but
I think it moves. Like gets longer in the head and stuff, but maybe not.
Yeah, could
just be.
Now, okay.
But that thing keeps going. It's still crawling. Now we're going to kind of zoom in.
Yes. And notice the lighting changes on it, which means
it gets closer to the right.
It's getting closer to the light. One of two things. If it's real, it's being very well lit. If that's a person, dude, you got some upper body strength. If it's not a person, I think we should avoid it at all costs because it's apparently stronger than most people. I seem to recall when this video first started kind of going around, people were describing it as a werewolf. This is not, to me, not very werewolf-like behavior.
Now, when we do the zoom in, though, it doesn't look human either. If you look at there's weird stuff on the limbs don't look like they've been human.
Yeah. Like they're very oddly shaped, right? I mean, it is kind of humanoid, we'll say.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you got the 4 limbs of, traditional humanoid type figure. But to me, like the amount of strength that you would need to do this. Now, don't get me wrong, there are people who can do this, but the fact that they did it for as far as they did on camera and somehow people didn't notice, other than the guy filming.
Well, maybe other people noticed. We just don't know.
They're just
but that's the one thing I want to bring up. So I agree with your point, and this is not fake. The lighting, it goes into the light where it should. You would have to be really good at VFX to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that is not a small feat. This doesn't look CG'd. It's got the same grain texture as the rest of the video around it. The lighting, watch how it slowly goes exactly where you would expect lighting to go.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's fake. The only question I have is, if I was standing there filming this, I don't know, man. I want to say, as people walk by, but, check it out. But I probably wouldn't. I imagine I'm standing there with somebody, and me and them are watching it, and I'm not paying attention at this point to the people walking by.
Yeah.
I'm filming that thing. Couple of questions. Are they zoomed in all the way? Is that why they don't zoom?
Could be, yeah.
I don't know. This is an older clip. This isn't like this year or last year. I think it's a few years old.
Yeah, it's I want to say this was a pre-pandemic video, if that makes any sense.
What
like
if it's Mothman?
If it's Mothman, that's crazy.
Because there's almost like
I just so happen to have Mothman right here.
Here you go. Well, there's almost, that's what I mean.
I mean, he does have a propensity towards bridges, so.
And what we'll call, like the what happened at the bridge, plus the famous photo of it hanging on the side of a bridge.
We'll need to do an entire Mothman episode.
When you zoom in, this is what I mean. If you see the limb, the front limb almost looks too wide, like almost like there's something, it's like wider than an arm.
Yeah.
Not bulky, wide. So like watch this limb, like see that? It almost looks like there could be a wing attached. I know it seems weird, but and if it is like a bat-like creature, being able to crawl like that.
It's Bat Boy from Weekly World News.
It is a little bat-esque.
Yeah.
Like it looks like vampires out of certain movies and stuff I've watched. Yeah. I don't know.
Lost Boys.
What we are going to say is we definitely
want to know what everybody else thinks of this one, because that is just crazy.
So I brought something up to my wife the other day we were talking about, and I said, since we started doing this show, it is weird. I'm still a skeptical believer, but I've become more, I am more convinced by cryptid videos and less convinced by ghost videos than I used to be.
Yeah.
Used to be the other, well, not really. I used to think, oh, this ghost video is pretty cool. I have gotten to the point that I start looking for little things now that like that could easily be this.
Yeah.
There are two videos. I think we played one last episode or somewhere in there, and then one that we've played some stuff in the past, and she's still putting stuff up where I'm like, I just don't.
You're talking about the
another
one?
Very popular show.
Oh.
Yeah, both of them are in apartments, as a matter of fact. Another very popular paranormal show, probably one of the most popular, just played a clip from one of these ladies last week, and I'm like, I don't buy anything she posts now because there's too many. Every episode she posts or everything she posts, even though she has kids, it always magically happens when the kids are at their dad's. There's always, if she had this much activity in her house,
I think I know which one you're talking about. Yeah,
they would catch things constantly because something's always happening and it is always over the top. Yeah. So I don't buy it. So I start looking for weird little things like that. So the one-off ghost videos are a little more intriguing to me. And there are a few that we want to bring back and talk about because these are the ones I have a harder time explaining. But videos like this to me isn't faked. Like there's no CG in question here. There's no, so like Matt said, could there be a guy with some sort of harness rigged to him crawling across there for a stunt?
Or just balls of steel with no safety equipment.
Possible.
Yeah.
All of it's possible. It's not probable. And I don't know. To me, this is a little more realistic. I tend to buy these a little more, but that's just me. You guys let us know. Yeah. Do you know what this is? Do you have thoughts on what this is? Do you think this is complete crap? And if so, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Just send us an email if you want. Also, that's how you can submit videos, and we'll go over that towards the end of the show.
Or over our Facebook. That's where a lot of them are submitted to. So, all right. Anthony sent us a video, and I'm just gonna you haven't seen this, right?
I have not seen it all the way through. No.
So we're just gonna let you play it, and we'll get your thoughts.
All right. I believe I actually have seen this one. I don't remember what happens in it, but yeah, I distinctly remember mirrors. Mirrors are just inherently creepy too, by the way.
See, that is weird. Do you see that?
What the?
So what? Yeah, something. You see it kind of there. It could be a flash from the flashlight, like a shadow from the flashlight, but as they kind of pan, now you know where they're at.
Yeah. Oh no, not okay with that. Hold up. That looked like an entirely different person sitting next to okay, green or gray hoodie.
Yeah.
All right. It comes back. Okay. All right, hang on. That looks like somebody wearing
person in a black tank top. You see it holding the camera.
Yep. Okay.
Or something off to the left. But where
I just realized I'm like leaning towards my camera because I'm trying to look at this video a little closer. That is crazy.
Boom.
Okay.
They're definitely holding a camera. You can see they're looking down into a viewfinder, like 100%.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on here.
It's in your bedroom. What's in your bedroom? Explain. Yeah. You see somebody sit up. They're definitely holding something.
I think what we're seeing is they figured out a creative angle here. The person emerges.
Because you see it kind of changes angle a little bit.
Seeing, and what they don't realize is as they zoom, we catch them in the mirror,
and they become a full body apparition at that point.
So they figured out this cool angle. When he sits back, notice he has to adjust the angle just right. Yep. We see the shadow, boom, approach.
Yep.
Whoop, and right there, I see the arm, and as he goes, boom, we see him. So I think it looks like a person holding the camera.
Yeah.
But maybe the suggestion here is, only that person wasn't in the room with me. Like maybe that's what they're freaking out about. I don't know.
I would assume so. I mean, it looks spooky as hell coming up because they look kind of translucent, and then they become more solid.
When it gets to that last person, let's try that. See if we can get paused in the full frame.
May take me a second.
If we can pull this off, I don't know. Now it's gonna get closer first, and then boom.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely looking down at something, but what? That's a whole other question. But that to me looks like just another person in the room
in a tank top, holding something.
Yeah,
maybe a tank top. I mean, could be like
a romper or something. I don't know, clothes.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
I mean, I'm wearing a pretty dope shirt today, but that's a whole other thing.
This grainy footage, that angle, it kind of looks like makeup or demon makeup on there. But again, that's lighting and angle and grain. I don't know. You can see the person's hand holding the first camera still off to the right. They're definitely there. So size wise, it sort of lines up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it honestly looks like another person in the room. And if it's not another person in the room, then that is probably some of the clearest full body apparition footage I've ever seen.
My first assumption was wrong. I thought they were holding a camera and looking down. That's actually the shadow of the first guy's camera that I saw them looking at. When you see it fast, it looks like they're holding some kind of camera.
Oh, yeah.
That's so I could be wrong there, which actually takes me back to, okay, maybe it's not. I mean, it does look like another person in the room, but if they didn't think there was a person in the room and it's not a camera person, then that definitely adds to the creep factor quite a bit. Yeah. So I don't,
Now,
I guess context, we need more.
Yeah, we need more context. Hopefully we can get some. If we do, we'll do a little bit of an update. Yeah.
Or was this person alone and that's why they're freaked out? I'm assuming this person was alone and that's why they're freaked out.
Yeah. Now, we can go a little bit into the nature of like some of the beliefs behind mirrors and the fact that they, it's believed that they're like a portal to the other side, which is why you should never have two of them facing each other because it becomes a vortex.
Yeah, but then you can't do those cool videos where you have the three singing voices.
Yeah, true.
Come on, when you were a kid, did you ever find a place where you could face two mirrors and just?
Yeah, and now it's looking back, I'm like, wow, I just summoned some spirits.
It was creepy.
My mom's house.
Creepy. It has always been creepy.
So, but yeah, this is a very interesting clip, and we're gonna have to see if we can get some more context.
I remember as a kid, my aunt and uncle had these like closet doors that I could do that, and they would do that and it's weird how dark it gets as you look down it. It is very creepy.
And it becomes like that infinite hallway. Yeah,
and it is creepy as hell looking.
Yeah, so. They've used that in some movies. That's I think Black Swan. They did that, and it was just.
I've never seen They do a scene in Black Swan.
Movie. Yeah,
I've seen the mirror scene, but because I watched Corridor Crew and they talk about how hard that scene was. It had to have been to film.
Yeah, you gotta be able to film without getting the camera in the shot. Which, if that's what was going on in that first one, they failed about getting the camera in the shot. They definitely failed, but turned it into a ghost video.
Black Swan. Yeah. So, all right. So we've got a new little thing we want to do. Basically, what this is going to be, like I said, we're going to pull a video, we're going to play it, and we're going to just. Right off the cuff, do we think this is real or bullshit? The video I brought this week, it's It's short. Guy sets up a camera. He basically says, "This is this is terrifying. This is creepy. Whatever." The first bit, he's going to go upstairs, and you're going to see something follow him. That's weird enough, but then a little something else happens, and then it goes one step further, and that's, well, let's go ahead and play it, and I'll kind of explain my thoughts on this.
Yeah.
So he sets this up. My thoughts is he's just so nonchalant, but
Yeah.
my thought is he's felt this or witnessed it before.
I feel like I've seen this clip, or at least
So instantly something comes from around the corner.
I have seen this video.
Follows him up the stairs.
Got the Nosferatu shadow going. Yeah. And if that was it, super convincing. Okay, there's the door.
But there's a little bit more.
Door again. Michael Myers standing in the closet.
Pretty much.
Like straight up looks like a Michael Myers mask. Yeah. Leaning in. You got me on film. And
so, a couple of things. My first thought when I first started watching this was, if it didn't come from around the corner, I would call it a digital echo, a digital glitch. But it comes from there.
Yeah.
Walks around, follows up.
Almost.
It also looks like it's crawling on all four.
Okay. Back when you were a kid, running up a flight of stairs.
Yes.
You get on all fours and do that weird, like, I'm a monster going up the stairs. It's that.
So
it's a dude trying to look creepy, in my opinion.
Yes. So I'm going to add that to the why I think it's bullshit.
And I know personally, Michael Myers masks when I see one. That is a dude in the closet wearing a Michael Myers mask going, and we got the shot? Okay, cool.
I think it would have been a little more convincing if they wouldn't have done, like, crawled up the stairs on all four. Yeah. I think, in a movie sense, that's creepier, right? Yeah. But in real life, that just doesn't really happen. And then I think I don't
have enough stairs in my house to do it, but I probably would. But
if they'd have done the closet door and left it at that, they might have sold me. But let's
zoom in and look at this
on the face.
Clearly, a guy in a costume. Yeah,
is almost too much for me. Yeah. And I'll be honest, the version of this is the version that we're watching. I think the original version,
maybe it's just William Shatner in the closet,
was a little cleaner, maybe. And that mask is way more visible in the original version, and it's just too good to be true. I think this is bullshit. I think they came up with a clever way to put up a creepy video. Now, I don't know that they're even claiming this is real.
Yeah.
It is very Nosferatu how it's hunched.
Yeah.
I see exactly what you're saying. And then it crawls up.
Yeah.
I don't buy this video, but I think it's a lot of fun.
Oh, hang on. Okay. There's a jump. There's a bit of a jump right before that door opens up.
There doesn't even need to be, though.
I know. There's no need. He could have just hit it with his hand a little bit, but then have it pull back.
Well, even the pullback has a little bit of a, they're tugging it.
Yeah.
Like,
now we'll watch right before that door goes. You see a little bit of just a little skip, as if he had to run back downstairs, get in the closet, dressed as Michael Myers, and then mess with the door. And there, as it's moving, it's like a slight little jump.
I don't understand that door at all.
It's one of those like accordion doors.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah. Which again, if the other one's open already,
I think
it would hide more of the closet.
Would be really creepy in a movie.
Yeah.
But as a real clip, I'm just, there's too much that's just too.
And okay, the fact that he's like leaning down, looking in the camera as he's walking away means like, okay, I'm setting up the camera, allegedly, like this is, but it's also a good cut point for him to start filming, even though the video is clearly on longer than when he's looking into it. And
that's
away.
The thing that gets me. There's the door shuts and then shuts a little more, almost like it's not where he needs it to be.
Yeah.
I don't buy it, but it is a creepy. Yeah. It is a fun, creepy video, and
yeah,
good kudos for them, I guess. If they're and for all I know, they're filmmakers of some sort. Amateur filmmakers, and they're working. I really have no context behind this video, but it is fun to watch. I like the creepy stuff. I think if they wanted to film a movie like a Blair Witch style in their house, this would be really cool footage for that.
Yeah.
Like I think this would be creepy movie footage for that. But as a actual video, I'm not buying it.
No.
But not just for us to determine, guys.
Yeah. What do you think?
You can let us know. So this week you got to see us do a video from Anthony, who sends us lots of videos. I like said he's pretty much the
unofficial third
unofficial member.
Yeah. Anthony, aka Scully Skellington the third.
We've had a couple other people submit videos. We're not even try with the turkey video ever again.
I told my mom about that the other day, actually.
The cursed turkey.
And she goes, "Yeah, I remember sending you that video, but I had never seen it come out." And I was like, "Yeah, we tried. We tried a couple of times. It just didn't work."
3 times.
Yeah.
The cursed turkey video. And the funny thing is, guys, is what we learned is it's not even cursed. There's a completely reasonable explanation for what they were doing. And we tried to explain it. And every time we tried to post that video, something happened. One of them just disappeared. We had some glitches, all kinds of stuff. So
the International Turkey Society doesn't want you to know.
Yeah.
That's what
we have, but we have had other people send in videos, and we would love for you.
I really hope that's a real society. It's just a bunch of turkeys in black robes.
I saw it.
Like
I saw it. International Society of Turkeys. But we would love it when you guys suggest or send in videos. You can do it a number of ways. Like Matt said, you can always email us kindacreepyshow@gmail.com and just put a link in there to the video. I can probably get it via that link.
Yeah.
Or if it's your video, just let us know if you want to send it to us or if you can or whatever.
Just upload it.
That's a really good way. Our Facebook group is another really, really good way. If you just want to share with us on Facebook, we can pull them off there, or you can message us on Facebook and we'll pull it off there. So that's a really good way as well. And then, of course, Instagram is another way. You could always just tag us in videos and we'll try to pull. Let's say, hey, talk about this on your show. We'll do that too. Those are all really good ways to do it. While you're here, make sure you like this and give a little thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the videos you just saw. But really, of course you should share.
Sharing is caring.
But make sure you hit the subscribe button because we want to keep giving you videos. And
we are literally 1 subscriber away from 250 as of filming right now.
250.
So cool. Who wants to be 250? Tell you what, when you're 250, we'll give you a shout out in the video. And yeah, of course, 249 is like, come on, man. So
I'll subscribe again.
Yeah, subscribe twice. Yeah, if you can.
Yeah,
cool.
But definitely subscribe, man.
Yeah.
We try to put these out weekly. We've run into a few snags, but hey, and here soon. I don't know how it's going to work.
Actually, I should look this up while we're talking about it. I'm pretty sure Bob Gimlin is currently alive.
Yeah, he's 90 some years old. In all fairness,
Bob Gimlin. This is the research we do outside of the show.
A lot because there's some new.
There's going to be a
that
day.
Came out.
Yeah, 93 years old, born in 1931.
Maybe doing an update video here soon. A little bit more. I sent Matt some stuff. It might be kind of fun to talk about. Just some new stuff on the Patterson Gimlin. Just some stuff that a gentleman was pointing out that makes it almost impossible to be fake, which I thought was really telling.
Yeah.
But here soon, I'm pretty sure. Might have to bring a mic or something, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be out Matt's way here in a few weeks, and we actually might be able to do a show together. That would be cool. Really cool for us to do. Or if you have some cool place we could go do a mini ghost hunt or something, that might be fun too. I don't know.
Yeah.
So be looking forward to that. If anybody's out in the Kansas City, Missouri-ish area that has any like ghostly happenings coming up soon, let us know about it. It might be something we can look into. If you have anything like a store or a book or something that you would like us to talk about here on the show, especially if it's paranormal or creepy related, let us know. We'll give you a shout out on the show. Something we enjoy doing anyway.
Yeah. And one more thing, there's been a couple updates with the Colorado whitewater rafting Bigfoot video.
We did that a couple weeks ago.
There's actually clearer footage that's come out since
clearer
then.
Footage from one of the other people, right? And
the company that filmed it is very adamant about what they filmed and
that they did not fake it.
Yeah. So
they're not saying it's not fake. They're saying if it is, it wasn't
not them. Yeah.
They saw what they saw.
Yeah.
So, and I believe them. I do. I believe that they did not have anything to do with it.
We've gotten some fun comments on that one. I've gotten some messages from my brother specifically. Shout out to Gaming Squatch, by the way. That's his tag. But yeah, he sends me all kinds of stuff, and he's like, dude, you got to check this one out. And I will tell you, one of them, I've already watched it, and 99.9% of everyone commenting says, well, the person who posted that, pretty much if they post a video, just consider it fake.
That's cool.
So yeah,
that happens. There are those people.
There's one guy in particular, and we may do some deep dive. That might be a fun little like we're gonna show some of this guy's videos, and
you determine if you believe
it or not. Yeah.
I think I like doing that. So,
and we've actually shown one of his videos in the past without realizing it, but it still was kind of convincing. And then you kind of see some other stuff that people are kind of pointing out where it may not exactly be.
Well, we'll definitely bring it up, and we'll talk about that as well.
Yeah.
Real quick, if you're into vintage toy hunting, I do another show, Rewind Toys. You can watch that. I talk about I toy hunt, and I talk about the history of toys. And if I have things, if I can push them hard enough, I'm going to get Matt to do
I'll put the
toy hunting channel. I think you should. So go check that out.
I'm considering it.
You should. It's a ton of fun, man. Guys, we thank every one of you for coming each and every week, and all the subscribers we've had, and the people who share and comment. It's a lot of fun for us to do this, and hopefully we can keep bringing you videos. But yeah, thank you all. Thank you so much. B250, and then keep going.
Yeah.
That's it for this week. We will join you again next week with more of these fun, like, short videos, because there are a few that I really want to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
So be looking forward to it. And remember, guys, until next time,
keep it creepy.
Ooh. I have so many, like, off-air slogans now. I have to go through it in my head.
This is kind of creepy. Goosebumps rising up my spine.